boy. Welcome to
Yeah.
another episode of Hit the Mics with Ryan D. I, of course, am Ryan D, and my glasses are dirty as fuck.
Yeah, and I'm Steve Rogers.
That's
Clean him,
right.
filthy fuck.
I know, man. Well, I'm just a fucking wreck over these past couple days. I've been nothing but a goddamn booze bag.
Well, I mean, is there anything different?
Not really. Not
Yeah.
really, you know.
You think you get used to it by now?
I guess so, but you know, like we said before, you know, it's just like at some point, you know, we're still in this kind of bullshit state. So it's like it just becomes a regular everyday. Just what am I gonna do? I'm bored. I'll just drink.
Yeah.
You know.
I know, but like if things were open, you'd still be.
I'd
doing
still
the
be
same
drinking.
thing. Like,
Yeah, I'd still be
going
drinking.
but you're still going to the bar and drinking. So how much has really changed?
That's
for you?
true. But also, I would be working, so I wouldn't be drinking so much.
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully, a couple months. Hopefully, maybe by summertime we can actually have a summer. We can actually enjoy some things in life.
I'm really starting to stress out because I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do after all this stuff. Well, I mean, I don't know. I might have to do another unemployment claim because I'm not certain if I'll be able to even get a job or find a job that'll actually get me enough money to, you know, sustain myself, you know?
Yeah, probably not in Highland though.
That's what I'm saying. I've been checking, I've been looking, I've been keeping an eye out. It's just been fucking,
yeah.
it's like stressing me out because, you know, everything I'm fucking qualified for, like we talked about it, is like they want like a bachelor's degree and all that shit, and it's like
Yeah.
a bachelor's degree, and then but like with like lower pay than I've ever even made for anything I'm qualified for.
Yeah, that's a fucked up part right now. It's like so many people are out of work and looking for work that these jobs are just fucking them because they know they can put that low ass like dollar amount for your salary, and someone's gonna take it because people are desperate to work, and it's fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do we do?
Yeah. So what I've been trying to do is and I talked to a few people today about it. That's actually what I did. I got off my ass this morning and like just came in here and just started fucking hitting people up and checking Craigslist and going on like the comedy forums that I have on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I got a few people that I'm trying to get to pay me to like produce their podcast, you know, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been like scouring like San Bernardino ads and shit like that. And
Yeah. Have you put an ad out just about like hosting people's podcasts?
yeah, that's what I got a few inquiries on Facebook.
Yeah.
This dude was supposed to come over and check the place out, and then he just kind of bailed. But
Yeah, you got to make sure Doug's not there when you bring these people through.
absolutely, I know.
Because that would be a hard no for a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I would have to just tell Doug, look, these people are gonna be paying me, so don't be barging into that fucking room, you know? Like,
Yeah. You want your rent on time? Like, shut the fuck up. You know?
Yeah. He's been oh fuck. Speaking of which, I know I texted you about it, but I gave a full story and explanation on Homecast about what happened on Saturday, but bottom line is, you know, people were drinking. So this guy got out of hand and he, you know, knocked over my mom and I, you know,
got into a little fight.
I regulated.
Yeah. And that's what you got to do sometimes. I mean,
And here's the thing. Here's the thing is
liquor.
The thing is I felt fucking terrible afterwards. You know, like
Why?
Because I liked the guy throughout the day, and I really tried to like not, you know, get in any sort of, you know what I mean? Like I really didn't want to. He was just drunk, and I really didn't want to hurt him. I just was like. But once he knocked over my mom, you know, I just kind of fucking...
Yeah, I wouldn't have felt bad at all. Like,
yeah,
you may have got along with the guy, but the guy knocked your mom over. I mean, it's game over at that point.
Yeah.
There's a line. We have a social contract, you know? You hit my mom, I fuck you up. I don't care how long, you know?
Yeah.
That's how things go.
Yeah, I know. That's what the guys are saying, too. But, you know, I can't help... You know what it is? It's like, it's like I know I'm capable of doing that. Like I don't have to prove it. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like, um, and every time it happens, like I get that blind rage. It's like you know, like when you were a kid and you get in a fight and then you cry after.
No, but all
Never. That's
right.
never happened to you. Like when you've gotten so upset you just start crying. Like but
No.
even though no.
I'm not trying to play tough. Like I don't cry. I cry all the time, but like I've never cried over something like
Well, I
that.
just get
No.
really emotional
Yeah.
I have that release of like anger and frustration. Like
Yeah.
um I get really emotional. I start fucking like I've literally cried after every fight that I've been in, even if I've won. I swear.
Yeah. No, I've never had that.
It's because you know it brings so much you know it's just the that blind rage.
Yeah. No, I've gotten that a lot, but I've never cried. It's just like it takes a long time for me to come back to normal.
Well,
But yeah,
I
I can't believe I fucked that guy up. What was I
it's
doing?
kind of like that, man. I feel like I feel like the big black dude in the Green Mile, bro.
Oh, John Coffey.
Boss. No, I just I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. You know, I don't know what it is. I'm just an emotional wreck all the time, I guess. You know, but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I felt fucking terrible about it, so I didn't even sleep like really that night. I just because I kept feeling bad, and
Yeah. Have you
even though
talked to that guy since?
yeah, we talked the next day.
Yeah.
Um,
What did he say?
he apologized. He felt very remorseful, and
Yeah.
I apologized too. You know, I told him like,
Uh.
look, I didn't, you know, and he was just like, I just want you to know, like, that's not really who I am. He's like, I must have blacked out. I don't really, you know, and balls, da 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 da.
Bro,
But
you're in your 50s. Like,
no, he's 35.
oh, he looked. Oh, okay, then I might be thinking of somebody else.
Yeah,
The guy had a gray beard, though, right?
it was. He's like a ginger.
Oh, okay.
May have been graying. I don't know.
Yeah. Just looked older. All right.
But also, he's got a family and shit. You know, it's like how you mean?
Yeah.
But here's
That's
the thing: was like
that
that's.
too. Like, why you acting like it? You got a family. Like, why are you getting blackout drunk?
Well,
Like,
I think he just got carried away because he had the past to like stay here and get fucked up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
and he was away from his family, so he just got like really carried away. I mean, man, they polished a bottle of Screwball and there was a bottle of Seagram's in here that was like half empty, and I was like, man, like, and at some point, look, I think I took like a shot of Johnny Walker and like 2 shots of that Seagram's, and I was
Yeah.
just kind of taking it easy, you know.
Yeah. Ah,
Well, at least trying to, so I could hang all night, you know. Like,
yeah.
unlike that fucking
It just goes 0 to
joker.
100, and yeah.
Yeah,
No.
because that's what I'm trying to avoid, and
Yeah.
because I don't want to be that guy, you know.
No, you get left. Like, we went out and you start acting like that. Like, Ryan, you find your own way home out of here.
Right.
I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, and so
So you would still think like, I got carried away, but I'm in somebody else's house and it's a social gathering or people are here. Like, still act right, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, actually, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and it all started to escalate when
He started being creepy.
well he said yeah I don't know exactly. Basically, pretty much my mom was trying to like you know, stay away from. He was, you know, he was being inappropriate with my mom,
Yeah.
and she didn't want to tell me what he was saying because she knew I'd get mad.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Again, like, why do you feel bad? Like, he deserved it. He got what it was coming to him.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. I don't know. I just, you know, it's like an easy target for a drunk guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah, if he was just like stumbling around and being an asshole, you're like, yeah, you push him outside. But once it becomes physical with other people, then you gotta,
yeah, yeah,
lay it down.
yeah, yeah. I know. It was a really scary moment. You know, having that.
Yeah.
I mean, having a for real like thought like I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah. It's like it's a real thing. I mean, it goes to your head. It's scary,
Yeah.
but there's people there, and it didn't happen.
Like man, no.
And then you cried
I
about
was
it.
strangling the dude, man. Like my
Yeah.
it was like just you know, had my mom not fucking she was just like, you're gonna fucking kill him. She's like, you're gonna go to jail tonight. And I went, I don't give a fuck. And I'm slamming his head against the fucking floor.
Jesus. Time and a place. It was wild, man. Like,
yeah, and here's the thing: is like
liquor.
I fucking, and also like I don't, I'm fucking over it, man. Like I don't want to be. Okay, obviously I didn't know the man too well, right? So that wouldn't be somebody in my regular circle, right? If
because we don't act like that. We don't hang out with people who act like
exactly.
that. Exactly.
Exactly. Because I'm over this. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, we're in our 30s now. We should not be around people who fucking do that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a grown-ass adult. That kind of stuff is like when you're 18, 19 and you're drinking, you don't know how to handle yourself. You're old enough to know. I don't give a fuck if you have your family and get a drink for a while. You're old enough to know how to drink, what your limit is, and how to fucking act.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Most people get fucked up when they like have too many and have a good time. I get fucked up like that. I give out lap dances. I don't try to fight people. Like, giant difference.
Yeah.
Or I'll sing music.
It's that whiskey. Like, it's whiskey, man. I think whiskey's the devil.
Well, I think any kind of like, especially like a sweet whiskey, like that Screwball. Like, it's like melted Reese's and whiskey. I don't know. Something about sugar alcohol just get you.
Yeah, that's why I stopped fucking with Jägermeister.
I stopped fucking with Jägermeister after the first time. Just the taste is just awful.
Yeah, it tastes like black.
You know how many white people I've hung out with that just force me to do fucking Jaeger bombs? Like, you want a shot? Like, yeah, and they come back with fucking Jaeger bombs or just straight Jaeger. I'm like, so why do you do this for yourself?
Yeah.
Give me a vodka, give me a whiskey.
Yeah.
Why this melted black licorice?
Like, yeah, I gotta tell you, I've never it is weird though, don't you think? Like that, like certain liquors like really react with people differently. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Like I know whiskey gets me emotional, which also could lead to violent, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just I don't know.
Tequila makes me jolly. Tequila makes me dance.
I've never had anything like make me act differently drunk. It's just like the type of drunk. Like it's just I don't know. I feel different on different things, obviously. And the hangovers, obviously, like fucking wine hangovers are the goddamn worst.
Yeah.
You know, make me want to just split my head open. Yeah. Like the first time I got wine drunk, I could not believe the fucking headache I had. Like this is torture. Like, and I don't really I'll drink wine, but I'll never like get tipsy off of wine again. Like it was
I gotta say, I was actually this week I was gonna try and get back into wine because I really do like wine. And yeah, it's less calories. I've been so fucking beer bloated these past couple days, but I've been eating better, so I feel better. But I'm still drinking my carbs.
It doesn't. The healthy food doesn't cut out the fucking massive amounts of alcohol.
I know.
This isn't PEMDAS. We're not in math class. Like. I had a salad today. All I ate was salad today. So, you know, but I had like an 18-pack afterwards. It like washed it down. Like,
yeah, it's
not doing it great, buddy.
Hey, is this why I hate Bert Kreischer so much? Because he's just
because it's like looking in a mirror.
Because it's like watching me. You know?
Yeah, you and Bert Kreischer are kind of the same outside of you taking off your shirt all the time.
Yeah. Well, I'm self-conscious about my nipples.
But yeah, no, it's I need a night like that. I've been it's terrible. But I did sign up for that like that vaccine standby.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm gonna fucking get that thing hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Well,
then I'm gonna start saying fuck it.
I did this as like just I don't know, maybe to trick myself into writing shit down. But because I've been telling Doug to buy these legal pads, and he fucking did, but they just stayed in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what are those for? He's like, I bought those, and I just never opened them. I was like, well, what good are they doing and sitting in the fucking garage?
Yeah.
And so I unpacked them. I just put them in here, with all my pens and markers, just so, like,
you can actually write something.
Just so that it's there in case, like, I have an idea or something. You know?
Yeah. I'd probably leave it in your room. That thing's gonna get covered in like cigarette ashes and spilt beer.
Yeah, but that gives it character.
Gross. No, I mean, yeah, write it down. I know you sent me that joke today, but it was just like,
Yeah, I know.
I
There's
heard
a
it, I
fucking
heard it before. But that's
yeah.
the worst part, man, about like writing. Is like, oh shit, I got this idea. You start writing it down, start doing it, and it's just like, hold up, this is a Shandling show.
Yeah.
Like, I had
Yeah, I
this whole
know.
idea about like a fucking pilot to write about like the behind the scenes of a talk show and late night talk show, and I
Mm.
started like fucking outlining it, and it was like, hold on, this is the Gary Shandling show.
Yeah.
God damn
Well,
you!
that's
And I
the
never even watched that show. I saw like 2 episodes of it.
yeah, but
But like the
that's
exact same fucking thing.
the fucking problem with like at least our era is just so much shit has been done already, you know? So it's like
Yeah.
it's really hard to like I always said this in some I got in a pretty while ago I got into like a pretty big debate or argument with a guitar player over this and I was just like there's only so many riffs you can play, right? Before you
Yeah.
start sounding like somebody else.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, no, we sound like us." Da, 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 da. I'm like, "Okay, but you sound like you because you're
Yeah.
inspired by several other bands that came from
Yeah.
fucking
Who
30
were
years of
inspired? Yeah.
fucking, you know."
Yeah. So it's yeah, it's hard to be original. I mean, you still can. I don't know musically. I don't play music, so I don't know. But when I was texting you about like flipping the premise, like
Yeah. Well, yeah,
uh
we talked about that before like when I was you when we were talking about like joke writing and shit. It's just been so long,
yeah,
man. Like I haven't and not only that, it's like, we've talked about it so many times. I write based on like experience. So it's
yeah.
just like
Things
this
I learned
entire
about.
year has been just a wash. So I
Of
can't.
nothing. It's the same fucking thing. It's been officially a year since I've been like dealing with this. Yeah,
I know.
or I
So
think we're like a month down. But yeah, it's been about a year since I've been dealing with this shit.
yeah, so I
And
got asked to do a stand up show. So I got a feature spot on Saturday for the first time
yeah,
and
are you playing in the club or are you gonna be in the parking lot?
I think inside and I mean like I said like we've been talking about this as I've been talking about this with other people, but like it's like in the stand up scene there's just these pockets of places that just are like
Just fuck it.
just fuck it, So
Yeah,
and look, whatever. I'm
yeah,
I'm game. I've been hanging out at bars and doing, whatever. I'm fine. I'm ready to go back. It's like
yeah. Like I am too, but like let me let me get this little fucking bullshit back. Let me get the vaccine first so I can just feel safe. You know?
yeah. I mean, I get it, man. I just I don't know. I'm over the whole fucking shaming shit and just like
Yeah.
it's just like fucking just what who am I bothering? Just let me let me do my
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. You still got to be kind of safe.
What I'm not gonna. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. It's just a weird fucking time, and
Yeah. Yeah. My roommate, your brother had it, and he sounded fucking like he was going through hell.
yeah, but he's also a
I don't
fucking
know.
baby.
Well, yeah. I just don't want to have to deal with it. Like,
I
I'd
know.
rather
Being sick,
not.
look, being sick sucks. Period. I don't.
Yeah.
I just, um, I don't know.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't get sick that often, but when I do, it's usually like fucking bad. And so it's just like I haven't been sick in a year since COVID because I haven't fucking gone anywhere. Um, but like I know if I get it, like it's gonna fuck me up. So I'm like,
yeah,
I'd rather not just deal with it. Like I'm pretty sure I'd be fine. The thought of having to stay in my room for fucking like 2 weeks,
yeah.
10 days, just sounds like absolute hell.
I
Like
mean,
I don't,
what difference has it been? It'd be the same fucking thing.
I can go to the kitchen in the living room,
Yeah,
and I could talk to
I
Gerardo,
guess.
my other roommate, and we can like hang and watch sports. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was watching
I don't
hockey.
know
I was watching hockey last night at the bar.
who's playing.
Kings and Wildcats, I think.
Uh, I fucking yeah. I have no idea what's going on with hockey this season. I haven't really been paying attention. I haven't
I
been
haven't
paying
either. I
attention
haven't
to
either. But
basketball
I
either.
actually like deliberately went to watch that game finally.
Yeah.
Like finally went to watch a hockey game.
Yeah. It just makes me sad because like I used to, obviously like going to bars and watching games, and it's just like, oh, I'm at home watching the game, and it's just like, you mean like yesterday? Like, yeah. Like, Yeah, I
Yeah.
just go to my fucking local bar and hang out.
What's been really fucking keeping me staying okay, actually let me go back to the fact that this dude hit me up to do this show. I don't even know this guy or whatever, but I guess my name has been rotating around enough that this dude decided to finally hit me up and went, "Hey, I got this feature spot. I want you to do it." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So
Oh, nice.
um
Who? Yeah.
huh
No, I was gonna ask who referred you.
funny enough, the DJ who was there for that DJs a few of these spots, and so Hacienda's just, I guess, been like in fuck it mode. So there's a ton of comedy shows like going around in like Hacienda, which is what Luis told me when he was over here.
Yeah.
And this DJ guy, I used to run a show with him, and he had other shows in like industry. He basically
Mm.
would just like he would DJ and like tag team with comics. So like he would do a comedy night, and then they'd use his equipment, but then he would DJ at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, okay.
anyway, so I guess he's like this. He's working on these shows too. So
Yeah.
he pretty much told him like to give me a holler.
Here you go. Yeah. All right, that's cool. It's what, it's Saturday night, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not, like I said, I don't really know what the rules are gonna be or what's going on, but I kind of don't really care. I just
Yeah.
but I'm nervous. I haven't been on stage in a fucking year.
Yeah, but you're sort of just gonna do the stuff you've
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like I'm just like, but right, I'm just like gonna hit him with the hits, like
yeah.
that's what I'm gonna try and do, but I haven't done them. I haven't, it's not
Yeah.
like it's not like
But you're getting
it's not
but
like
you're
riding
getting
a
paid though,
bike.
right?
Yeah.
So you're getting paid. Like, fuck it. Just go out there. I mean, you just gotta jump in.
Well, that's what
You know?
what I'm afraid of is going back, getting paid, and eating shit.
Who cares? You're getting paid. You're getting your feet wet again by jumping in the deep end. I mean, what better way to try to get back into it besides like jumping in the deep end? Like,
Yeah.
just fucking, yeah. And you're getting paid to do it. So you could be doing the show on nothing, not getting paid anything. Maybe 2 beer tickets,
Yeah.
So at least you're getting paid and it's what you want to do. So, it's a win-win, even if you eat shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying the nervousness I think is important because once you lose that, you stop caring, right? Like.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think you'll be fine. I think you're just kind of
I think I'll
overthinking
be
it, like
okay. I
you.
just, yeah, of course I'm overthinking it, and it's like, I don't expect to kill. I just, I just don't
Yeah.
want, I just don't want to
You
look,
just don't
I
want
just
to.
don't want to
You
look
just don't want to
stupid.
bomb. Yeah. Um,
I want to look like I at least knew how to do it at some point.
how many people are going to be on the show? And like, think about it. It's probably like a bar show, so people are just going to be happy to see anything live.
True.
So
True, and I don't know, and plus I thrive on that energy too. So it's like if they're a good crowd, it's like it'll go great.
Yeah. So you'll be all right.
Yeah. But I just been so I was, fuck, I don't know. But that's why I put these dope pads out here because I was like hoping to just kind of write some shit, think about some shit to write down. It's like,
Yeah.
I haven't had anything funny come to mind really.
Because nothing has happened. You got to experience life to get inspiration and ideas
However,
and things like that. And we haven't been doing that.
having these dudes over here. Okay, so Rob's been coming over every Monday
Yeah.
so that I can help him do Robert Land.
Yeah.
And that man, like being around him, just is like,
Yeah.
man, it makes me so happy because it's like it's just that that riffing back and forth with like a comic is just fuck. It's like a muscle I
Yeah.
haven't used in a long time. Even though I'm just
Yeah.
sitting there probably not doing shit, I'm just feeding him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and that's where like things come from. And so, like I said, like that's what we've been missing. You haven't had that. You go to your shitty little neighborhood bar with these old fucks,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah. And
so
these-
no one's on your social
no,
level,
no,
so you don't get that at all.
Yeah,
You know?
it's that. Yeah, that. What the fuck? I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot, whatever. I've been doing this too. I don't know. Maybe, alcohol causes brain damage, right? I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's really happening to me because I'm just losing words mid sentence.
Yeah, maybe you should slow down. Drink water. Get some fucking water in that house.
I got
Drink
cases
it.
of water, so
Okay.
I've been doing okay. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
My EBT
Right.
got fucking $300 bonus.
Yeah. So use that.
I've been eating a ton of salmon. I've been eating a lot of pear. Shout out to pear.
Pears. Yeah, but you have the gym that's like in town. You should start going to that.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine just she's been going. She's been telling me to sign up too.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I should. Man, I walked to the bar yesterday. I was all fucking winded and sweaty.
You know how bad it is? Winded and sweaty, walking on flat land. You're near death.
This girl gave me a hug. She's like, "What the fuck? Why are you all wet?" And I'm like,
I walked 3 blocks. It's been rough.
It was also hot yesterday too. So
yeah, it's been fucking hot. I hear it's gonna drop down and get cold as shit soon. Why are we talking about the fucking weather like old people?
because we're old.
No, we're not.
I know you know when it hit me hard.
What?
When I got excited about furniture sales.
Yeah. You know the importance of a good couch. When you're like 20, you're just like, fuck it, I can just sleep on this like pillow top on the floor and call it a bed.
Since we're on this topic, I busted the biggest dad move yesterday.
Would you go to Home Depot and get a boner?
No, I walked. No. I know more than you, son.
Yeah.
No, I walked down the street and I'm walking and I walked past like the neighbor's garbage.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, that's a dope table.
I don't think that's old guys. We used to do that shit in college. That's where we got all our furniture.
And I grabbed it. I brought it back into my room now.
Yeah, you sand it down, throw some lacquer on it. Like,
yeah, well, I'm not gonna do any of that, but
Oh, turn it into an art project. That's not old guy stuff. We used to get shit all the time. Like what we used to do, like when I was in college, like around move out time, because I went to a small school away, like close to University of Kansas. So around move out time, they moved out like a week before we did. We would drive into town and we just like drive up and down the blocks and that's for old furniture, and that's where we get our couches, our coffee tables, chairs.
You gross fucks, dude.
No, you just picked something out of the trash. We're not. It wasn't like in the garbage can. It was on the
fucking
street.
couches have like cat piss on them and
yeah, when you're 18 and 19, those things
dust
don't matter.
mites and all that shit.
Yeah, because we would do it like every season.
I guess you're right. No, you're right. Because I would pull mattresses and fucking just throw them places so I could jump off roofs and flop on them.
So what we would do is like I don't know why we did that. We would rotate couches. We'd get new couches in. At the end of the year, we'd burn the couches in the fucking parking lot. And then we get new couches. Or if we found like a better couch we had, we would replace it and we burn the other one in the parking lot. You could burn shit in your yard there for some reason. It's crazy.
Yeah. You were in the fucking Wild West, dude.
It really was. It really was.
The wild Midwest, I guess, right?
Yeah. The slow ass wild Midwest. Yeah. You burn couches for fun.
Unbelievable.
But I've been watching. I caught up on a couple movies and obviously shows we've been watching WandaVision and things like that. I watched Nomadland last night with Frances McDermott, directed by Chloe Zhao. I think that's how you say her name. Fucking really good movie, man.
On what?
It was on Hulu.
Oh.
I was getting like all this like Golden Globe buzz and shit like that. It was really cool. Like 90% of the actors in it are actual like nomads, like people that just like live in their vans or RVs. And,
is it a documentary or
no? It's not a documentary. It's a like a fiction. It's but all the actors, because this woman just like living out in the road, basically, all the actors and people she deals with like at camp and things like that, or the other like homeless people, some homeless people and some nomads she meets are actually nomads and these people that they were able to get to be in this movie, and they were amazing. Because it was shocking as I was watching it. I'm like, these people are all. This is gonna sound mean, but like, people are like too ugly. They're not ugly people, but you're like you're like they're not. They're like movie TV ugly, you know?
Yeah,
They're just normal, regular looking people.
they're 70s movie stars.
Yes. And so these like older and like these people, I'm like, they seem too real. Like these people seem way too real, you know, because she was working on an Amazon plant. I'm like, that bitch looks like she actually works there. And then like all the nomads, I'm like, hold on. And I had to look it up real quick. I'm like, oh yeah, she used actual people who like never acted before. There were actual nomads and actual people working at Amazon.
I love that word, nomad. I don't know why.
Yeah. Nomad.
It seems like it almost sounds like an insult, but it's also too silly to be that, you know?
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's nicer than homeless.
Yeah. Well, my mom used to call me a nomad when I was like a teenager because I would just crash at all my friends' houses and stuff, and I would never come home.
Well, yeah. Why would you want to go home?
Well, yeah, because I shared a fucking bunk bed with my.
You had a bunk bed and you were sharing a room, and you didn't want to get waken up at 7 a.m. by yells and fucking the vacuum cleaner.
Dude.
Like, I actually get to sleep in at my friend's house on the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, Ryan, where's the butter knife? In the fucking drawer. Why do you need me? Leave me alone. You're just gonna sleep all day. It's 8:30.
Like, yeah, you sleep all day. I just crawled in 4 hours ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no fucking respect for a hangover, my parents. Did I ever tell you that story about how I was I was so fucking hungover, and like I literally like had probably only slept like 3 hours, and my dad woke me up to, you know what time? You know what it is? It's Saturday. Fucking time to mow the front lawn. And I was like, seriously? And I was so, dude, I was green. I was, I was just like,
I can like. Why do I have to wake up so early to mow the lawn? Other people are sleeping. I can mow the lawn at 3.
So I'm mowing the lawn and throwing up in the front yard for like I was so so I'm going like one stretch and and my parents are watching me in the window just fucking laughing.
Yeah, that'd teach him. Yeah, that'd teach me to stay at my friend's house and not come home.
Yeah. That'd teach me to disappear. That'd teach me to turn my phone off.
Yeah. God.
I know, it's so funny, man. Like, I remember telling my dad one time. He goes, what are you gonna do when you have a house and have a front yard? I'm like, I'm not gonna have a house. And I was like, and I don't want a yard because I don't want to mow it.
Yeah. My front yard is going to look like Arizona. It's just going to be rocks.
And I still stand by that. I'm going to live in an apartment forever. If I can afford to just like live by myself in an apartment, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Give me a patio. I'll be all right.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Sorry, my mom just called me like twice, like back to back.
Oh, do you need to, we can take a break if you want to call her.
Yeah, let's take a break real quick. Make sure everything's okay.
Yeah. All right, we're back. We all good?
Yeah, everything's fine. Just mom stuff. She didn't know she called me twice.
Right. Okay, cool. But anyway, you did yard work and shit, right, growing up?
Yeah, I was like kind of forced to. I was the only one who could do it. Oh, I felt like I was the only one who could do it.
You were the only boy in the household, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and so it was like I had to do the front yard and the backyard all the time. So I hate it. I hate it. Weed whacking, pushing, the mower. I hate it. And
it's the fucking worst. And you know what's weird is my roommate Vinny here. I feel bad for not helping him because I keep telling him to like let me know, I'll help you out. Yeah, but he enjoys working on the yard.
Some people
I don't understand.
Some people just like that's their like quiet time. Like some people just like cleaning stuff. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean.
If it makes them happy, like
I only clean because at some point I start to just kind of I go, fuck, I can't live like this.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
just piled stuff everywhere. Trying to bring somebody over.
Yeah, I mean, legit. The only reason I clean lately is because of company.
No, I totally get that. Uh, God, no. It's my least favorite thing I would do. They would make me do.
I don't get
It'd be
it.
fucking hard work.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like everyone's like,
And what's the point of grass? Like, I know that sounds really stupid and like a high question, but like, why do we have these front lawns? Why do we have grass? And we have to waste water on, waste our weekends on, or a couple hours on the weekend and Sundays to maintain? Why? Just so we can match the neighbor? Fuck the neighbor.
yeah,
Rocks. Put
I
rocks
know,
or
I
some
know.
just like
I'd be the one.
dry ass plants.
I'd be
And plus, like, how many droughts have we had in California? We don't need lawns. We don't need them.
yeah, yeah, and you're an asshole if you have a green lawn in Southern California, right?
Yeah. Just fuck it. No lawn. Just get
Just
those
get some
whatever
turf.
succulents.
Get some
Have a
turf.
lawn or turf.
Just get
Turf
some
makes
turf.
more sense.
Yeah.
There, it's green all the time, and you're good to go.
You don't gotta water it. You're not wasting it. Your dogs can still shit and piss on it. It's not like
Yeah. So that's the way to go.
and it doesn't make you
Turf.
itchy.
Yeah. No. But I don't know. People are still gonna want to get their grass. I just like sitting in real grass. Shut up, you hippie. Like,
You know what's funny? I was talking to somebody. About this. Is the conspiracy theories of like the 5G and the government and all this stuff, right? I pointed out, I was like, I never thought I'd see a day where Republicans and hippies would be on the same page
about what?
about the 5G and the government and all this,
Oh.
and the lizard people and all this shit. Like
Yo,
that's where we're at
it's
right now. That's how fucking
yeah.
topsy turvy this world is right now.
Acid just fried their brains, man. Like lizard people that change into that are like chameleons.
Man, that
they
shapeshifter
shapeshift.
shit, people love that. I don't understand. I mean, it's like, and they really think this. They like,
Yeah, I know. I've met. We were talking. I was at your place like 2 weeks ago. We're talking to that guy who thinks the Earth
the
is
Earth
flat.
is flat.
Yeah, he's like, if I was in a boat like coming up to New York, like I shouldn't be able to see the whole Statue of Liberty. I should just see the top of it first. I'm like, bro,
Do you understand how scales go? Like
Yeah, I realize how big the Earth is. Do you
no,
not?
he obviously does not.
No, yeah. I should only be able to see the top part. Like if I'm going up a mountain, like the world is in a mountain. Like
You can see, and you can see the curvature when you fly.
Yeah. But no. Like
And how?
If you're seeing that the ocean of boats going out, it kind of disappears, after time. And like,
Yeah.
God, it was just so frustrating to try to be nice because the guy was kind of cool until he started talking that wacko shit. But I'm like, I'm not gonna be a dick and just be like, you're a fucking idiot. But just trying to explain it to him, but he just like,
Yeah.
nah, there were CIA papers that said that there's like we're in a sphere, like there's a dome and the Earth is flat. It's just like, bro.
Yeah.
There's private companies that go to space,
Right. Well, that was another thing. Is he brought up NASA, and
Yeah.
I was like, not government funded. Like
NASA's government funded.
okay, NASA. Okay, NASA.
You're talking about SpaceX.
Talking about SpaceX, yeah. And I said, then I even brought up like Kevin. I was like, he works for multiple organizations to study this shit.
Yeah. Why? What reason does he have to lie to us?
That's his whole. That's his sole purpose in his career is to prove these things.
Study space, not to prove the Earth is round. We proved that.
We proved that a long fucking time ago. Yeah.
A brown man in the desert in the Middle East with a stick was able to prove that the Earth is round thousands of years ago. But your YouTube video disproved him. All right, I believe you. This shitty slideshow YouTube video.
That's why when that dude died from trying to fucking.
Bro, you died for nothing.
Bro,
what are you doing?
bro, I laughed so fucking hard. I went, yeah.
Yeah.
You're a redneck trying to get to space.
on your steam powered rocket.
On your makeshift meth rocket. How are you?
Did you ever do the experiment like in science in middle school? Well, we did. We built like these rockets, and there were 2-liter bottles that we filled with water.
Yeah. I did that.
And you connect it to a pump.
Yeah.
And you just pump it down. That's what that guy flew up in and died in, basically. A higher tech version of that.
He had a bunch of 5-gallon jugs just taped together.
Yeah, just attached. Billy Bob, turn on the air compressor.
And all the guys who helped him out, they're like, he hit the top of the dome.
Yeah, no, that's what happened. Yeah, he hit the dome. The cameras were rolling, and I always ask him. It's just like, what? Why do they have to lie? For control. Control what? Like, we could just get in a boat and go. You know? Like,
yeah.
You'd be able to get to the edge.
Yeah,
How come no one's done that?
You could have gotten on a boat and fucking went around the world. Why did you?
Why
did you try to shoot?
Get a balloon and a GoPro and let it go up in the air, and then go find the GoPro, put the GPS tracker on it.
Your stupid ass.
What you decided to get in a fucking middle school rocket science project, and now you're dead. I'm sorry. Like, I don't feel bad. The stupidity and the dumbing down of like science and things in this country is just infuriating.
That's some shit like me and my friends would think of in a backyard after drinking drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels. It's like
it's like, if we're flying through space on a rock, how come I can't feel it?
No, I'm saying we would makeshift a rocket to see how fucking high we can go.
Oh yeah,
it's like.
Oh God!
Oh my God! The audacity of these. Look, I can't. I don't hate on the fucking confidence, but
I do, because it's stupidity. It's not confidence. You're too dumb to know that your confidence isn't warranted.
Nah, man. I respect
like even the moon landing, where he's like, "Oh, we didn't land on the moon." And I'm like. He was talking about the space race before and like how we didn't land on the moon. I'm like, if we didn't land on the moon, it would be easily provable we didn't land on it. Well, and a country like Russia would love to embarrass us to say like it was all fake. They didn't really do it.
Right.
So why would they go along with it too?
Well, that dude was like a perfect example of just the wrong information with a very low IQ. You know, it's just
And your brother works at SpaceX.
His brother worked at SpaceX? Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's why he had the SpaceX jacket. His brother works.
Oh, is that how that conversation started?
Yes.
I was high. I don't remember.
I noticed his SpaceX jacket, and then I had a NASA T-shirt on, and then we started talking about science and spaceship because I'm into that.
Oh no! And then he went to Earth is flat.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh, no.
Well, here's what was going on, because at the same time, I was having a conversation about how Satanists run the world. Right? That was what was thrown at me, and I went, huh, "What do you mean by that?" And so you're having a flat Earth theory. I'm having a fucking reptilian theory thrown at me at the same fucking time. See what happens
when you move to the IE? you get the whole round table of crazy. Lizard people exist and devils run the world. The Earth is flat and there's a dome and the CIA is hiding from us. It's like, bro. What bottle of stupid did I fall into? It was wild.
I gotta tell you, man, I love it though. It keeps my life interesting, at least, you know. Here's the thing: is I love being out here because of these crazy fucking people.
Because you feel smart.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, these motherfuckers make me feel like a genius.
Regular old Albert Einstein of the fucking high desert.
Bro. They couldn't even figure out how to change the radio station. First of all, radio on a Bluetooth speaker. And they're like, ask Ryan, he's a fucking whiz.
God. Hey, somebody change it to K-Rock. This little speaker don't have any knobs on it. Like,
oh my God, man.
What year
it's
do you
so
think
funny.
it is?
It's so funny. I'm like, I'm not that smart. You guys just don't know shit.
Jesus.
I remind them all the time, but they're very humble people, at least, you know? It's not like...
Yeah, like I wasn't mean to that guy, even though I could have been, but I was just like trying to explain to him, like, no, man, you're looking at its small scale.
Yeah.
You know, the Earth is bigger than that. It's just like, no.
Yeah.
But I will say I would rather have that flat Earth conversation than talk to a girl about how the devil runs the world.
Yeah. That was.
Just do your research. Just do your research. Like, no, the burden of proof is on you, dummy. You brought this shit up.
Yeah. God. Well, here, um, I don't want to. I don't want to burn anybody too bad, I guess. But I do feel that I have friends. Okay, look, I know. Look, I've only been here for like 3 months, but I feel like, or 4 months. But I feel like I'm in a different fucking world sometimes. I feel like I would still be that way over there too. You know, like the whole
Yeah,
LA extreme fucking, you know, cancel culture fucking, uh, 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 you know, social justice fucking warrior bullshit. Like my friends are really drinking that Kool Aid. You know, friends that I've known for fucking years that are coming down on me for shit that
yeah,
that you know you know me. You know I'm fucking just kidding. You know, and it's not.
yeah,
It's like I'm not even allowed to make these goddamn jokes to people that know me. You know,
yeah.
it's becoming ridiculous.
Well, like, oh, you're not gonna say
I don't.
who,
Yeah,
but yeah, man. I mean, times are changing. Times are changing.
but
I think.
I'm obviously not saying it to be just to you know just for like a shock. I mean maybe, but like, but it's like I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm making a joke. I'm clearly joking.
Do you know what code switching is?
What do you mean? No, I don't know what that is.
Code switching. So it's like,
But also, okay, okay. Well, hold on one second. Just these guys, you know, that's what I'm saying. They've known me for fucking years, and they've made probably worse jokes than I have. That
yeah.
and the shit that you know what I mean. And it's like there's just this holier than thou kind of shit that I can't grasp on, and all of a sudden they're more woke than me, and it just drives me goddamn crazy.
Well, there's a lot of people who obviously just like jump on the trends, you know. Saw it like during like think about like this summer with like the George Floyd thing and Black Lives Matter. Very important thing, something that, you know, very important to me. It affects my life. But the amount of people who were posting black squares and like tweeting about that stuff are like completely quiet now, aren't saying anything. Because then when it was happening, it was a big thing happening. It was like a trend, and so they don't want to feel left out, and so they just jump in on the trend, even though they may not actually believe anything that's being said or whatever. They just don't want to be the odd man out and feel holier, that they want to feel better than the next person. You
Right.
know, I care, and so I tweeted something, even though I
Yeah.
don't do shit else in my life about it. I
Which
don't
is what,
act that way in
and
real life.
that's the
And
ironic thing is like which is why I made it a point to not even say anything until I
yeah,
felt I had the right words. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
And
kept it
so
to
no, I'm not.
myself.
I'm not. No, 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 no.
No,
I'm not
I
saying
know,
that.
I
I'm
know.
just going
I'm just
based on
saying.
like your friends. And so with this whole holier than now, I'm gonna go dig through your tweets and like watch old movies from 30 years ago and try to write blogs about it to get it canceled. It's like there are your head is in the right place, but you're doing it wrong. You're doing too much. You know, like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
And so with people like that, number one, I don't want to be around you.
yeah. It's
Number
it's just an
two,
asshole move. Who wants to be around that? Like to be
number
called out
two,
all the
it's
time.
just like grow. Oh, well, I was talking about code switching. You know, you're around certain people, you just don't say certain things, and you don't act in certain ways because you know they're just. It's easier to just take away a piece of who you are around certain people to avoid a confrontation that you have no business dealing with. You know?
Yeah, but here's what makes it hard is you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It's like it just it's that they've known me for years. We've known each other for years.
yeah,
We've had this dialogue for many years, and it's like
yeah,
it just seems so sudden that I'm the center
yeah.
of you know.
You're trying to make me feel like an asshole, but you were saying the same thing last week.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, I don't think there's anything wrong with like growth and change and like you know, changing the way, changing like not making jokes or things that you used to, like racist jokes and things like that, but to be that person who used to do those things but then try to shame somebody else for doing it when it's like you did it yourself,
But here's
you
the
know.
thing. Well, and then like again too. It's not like I'm trying. I'm doing it just to. It's like I'm almost doing it ironically, right? Like
Yeah,
that's the thing is the extreme aggressive statement.
mm,
It's clearly
yeah,
not my opinion.
yeah,
But I'm making fun of the idea that a person like that would say something like that, you know?
Yes. It's like the same people who look at Blazing Saddles and they're like, "Oh, it couldn't be made today," and they only say that because of the use of the N word, not
Yeah.
based on the message that the movie was trying to
Right,
convey.
right.
And so they only see surface level things. They only hear buzzwords. You said this word, that means you believe this, and those are your real true feelings. That means you're a bad person. Not looking at the context of what we're talking about. If we're making fun, look, we were just doing it now. We're making fun of that flat earther and that other person,
Yeah.
and I was calling them a dummy or whatever we were just doing.
I called his rocket a meth rocket. That was a
Yeah, like it doesn't mean that the statements we made are the things we actually believe. We are making fun of the absurdity of these people. Like I said, we were talking to them in person, and we weren't being assholes to them. We weren't making fun of them. We were just talking and just trying to make them see the light. But then we make fun of it later, and so there's
yeah.
context to everything. But when you make fun of somebody, I don't know. It's just better safe than sorry with some people.
But
But
see,
when it's someone like that, and you know like who they actually are and the things that they do, and then they try to portray this holier than thou. It's like, what are you who are you trying to press?
right, and it's
Who
like
who what's her name? Does she like you yet? Like,
it's just I just you know, and they've look, this whole it's just this whole uh climate we're in right now. You know, they're I just feel like they're really drinking the Kool-Aid on that extreme left shit. You know, it's like, and it's you know, whatever. If it's a political thing and this whole this whole wokeness, and I'm totally for it. I totally understand. Like
yeah,
moving along, you're not allowed to say certain words. You shouldn't say certain things that hurt other people. Right.
yeah.
That being said,
Or
I
having a private conversation.
well, no, I've said a few things on many of podcasts,
Yeah,
but but I'm I'm saying it in an ironic way to get a laugh. It's not like
yeah. You actually
I
believe.
actually
Yeah,
believe these things I'm saying. You know.
but that's what I was saying. The people just hear instead of actually, they just hear words. You said a buzzword
Right.
that we're not supposed, so that means
Oh
you're
my God! People have been coming. Okay. Speaking of which, the word Jew is like it's like is that not a group of people?
no,
Like we.
no. They're Jewish people. Jew is
See,
like been like a blur. Yeah,
what the fuck do I get? I don't know. So like,
yeah,
I've been getting fucking, I've been getting heat for saying Jew.
yeah. You should say Jewish people. Yeah, just saying Jew. It's like when people say, "Oh, the blacks." It's like,
I mean,
no, black people. They're Jewish people.
yeah.
You know. So I
I
get
mean,
it.
I guess until it changes again, right? Like, I mean, well, yeah. I mean, Jewish
Well, it's
people.
kind of always the Jew has always kind
Yeah,
of had some negative connotation.
I guess. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
Jew's a bad one.
yeah. Jewish. Yeah. So they're saying like, "Oh, she's a Jew." It's just like, whoa, calm down. She's Jewish. It's kind of like that Bill Burr bit I always bring up, where he's like, you put the curse after the adjective. So he's
Yeah,
like, "Oh
yeah.
yeah, it was this fucking Chinese guy." It's like,
Yeah.
whoa. So he's
Yeah.
like,
What?
"Oh yeah, they're saying around this Chinese motherfucker came in." It's like, "Oh, what
Yeah.
Chinese motherfucker do?"
Yeah. I know. I don't know. I mean, look, I'm still learning too, I guess. But it's like,
Yeah,
but also, it's just, it's been in my regular repertoire. You know, it's like, it's not like,
yeah.
and I'm never saying these things to be offensive. It's just, and I've never, unless I'm making a joke, I've never went like, yeah, that fucking Jew. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. Yeah. It's
and plus, I don't even know any Jews. So,
I know a few.
I know none.
Um,
I know zero. I didn't know what a Jew was until I started doing stand up.
what? I don't believe that at all.
No, it's a joke because they love to tell you.
Oh.
Because they love to tell you.
But yeah, I know. And what's different is that there's no like rule book or like grounded, like this is what we're supposed to be doing and saying now. It's just it changes and you don't know, and so you just go along with life how you usually do, and instead of like talking and trying to educate someone, people just go straight to persecution. And it's just
Yeah,
like
and I think that's
when
very
you just go to persecute people, they're gonna cower into their corner and continue to do what they do because they feel like they're being attacked. You know, speak with them. You know, it's like,
yeah.
hey, you probably shouldn't say that anymore because X, Y, Z. So it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, whoa, I didn't. You just said that yesterday. Like, we were just talking about this yesterday. Like, what
Yeah,
do you?
I said ironically, I said I'd love to live in a parallel universe where so and so was a girl because I just asked I would just bother him to show me his pussy as a
What?
joke. You know?
What? They were that?
What? Yeah. What?
No, I'm not. I'm not making these faces like that's bad. I'm making faces like, what the fuck is wrong with like, what? Why is that?
It was. I
How
said
is
I'd
that?
love to live in a parallel universe where so and so was a girl because I just keep bugging him to show me his pussy, and and they were like, "That's sexist." I was like, "What the?" I'm like, in this hypothetical world we're talking about, I
That's
was
not
making
even sexist. Number one, it's hypothetical. Hypothetical. Number two, it's not sexist. If it's anything, it's like you're joking about sexual assault. You know, not even the same thing as being
It
sexist.
was just such a.
You guys can't even get offended, right?
It was like it was such a fucking just weird conversation, and I fucking
Yeah.
threw a wrench into the engine, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's sexist. No, it's.
They're like, you can't just ask women to. I'm like, you aren't a woman. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. If you like got a female body, like you just grew a vagina and some tits, but you're still like,
I'd be like, let me
you're
see.
still like my friend on the inside. He's like, yo, let me see what your pussy looks like.
Exactly. That was my point.
Yeah, not like you're not just walking up to girls saying that shit because that's fucking awful. That's gonna get you kicked in the nuts, as you should.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, fucking. But those guys aren't comedians.
True. Very true. Very true. Yeah.
So, like I was saying, like code switching, there's lines you know you can like step over with like certain people who know like that you're joking and they don't know that you're not being serious. But with like regular Joes, you can't do those things because you know it's just like, oh, I read this blog that we can't do that anymore, and so now I'm offended for other people who I don't know because somebody else told me I should be, and it's just like,
Yeah.
do you ever get bored? Do you just want to live your life,
Yeah.
have fun?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, all right,
Whoa.
all right.
One of my lamps went out. That was weird.
Mm.
Huh. Well, whatever. We're almost wrapping up here. So,
Okay.
there was a couple things. I wanted to. First of all, remember the fucking good old days where you just popped a disc into a video game console and you just fucking played it.
Oh yeah, those are fun. You had to blow in the cartridge before you put it in.
You just popped it in and it worked. That was it.
Yeah, PlayStation 3. I remember those days.
And look, understood. These games they're so big and bulky as memory and you know, RAM goes and all that shit, right? But it's like, god damn it, man! It's like, why do I gotta wait 2 fucking hours to play a new game?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's oh god, it drives me insane where it would be like I go buy a new game, hard copy because I like having physical media, and put the game in, and it's like, oh fuck, it's got 2 hours worth of downloads.
2 hours of fucking data it's got to take. I know.
I get so excited, like, oh shit, open
God,
it up, gotta go.
can
It's
you
like I
ima-
forget every fucking time. Like,
I
unwrap
know.
it, put it in, and then it's just like, oh fuck, I guess I'll go work out.
Imagine
Maybe to be done.
imagine my disappointment when I was living with somebody who I would only have at least a 1 to 2 hour window to play video games before she got home.
Yeah.
And I went and bought a PS4, Spider-Man, and God of War, and I had to wait an hour and a half for that motherfucker to install.
It's like, I'm home now. Your happiness is gone, so turn it off. Your happiness doesn't matter.
And I'm like, the game just started. Fuck.
Yeah. You've been home for an hour. Like, don't lie to me.
I've been home for 2 hours, and this game has been installing the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, that's okay. So Activision pretty much made a statement that a 500 gigabyte console is not going to be big enough for the upcoming updates for Cold War or Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised, especially with the 500 gigabyte updates for the PS4, Xbox One consoles. You know, when they first came out, they were enough, but games are getting bigger and fatter and shit like that. But I think even with like the PS5, like it's still just like a terabyte, and that terabyte, like I have a terabyte now, and I have 3 games on my hard drive, and that shit's like filled, um, and it's just like I have Red Dead Redemption digital. Yeah, Cold War and like Spider-Man Miles Morales. Oh, and Just Cause 4, and my hard drive is full. Like
Yeah.
4 game,
So
And
I ended up I have a 500 Xbox,
yeah,
and I ended up having to get, because of Warzone. I had to get a terabyte or the two. I think it's two terabyte hard drive.
yeah.
And it's like I was so happy to do that because then I finally got all my old games back to just have on. Just sometimes you get fucking burnt out on Call of Duty and you just want to
Yeah.
you just want to fuck people up in Batman.
Yeah.
So
But you can't. It just. I mean, all the new consoles now, like they should have at least 4 to 5 terabytes in there. Don't
at
talk to me about
least
fucking size. I worked
you see them.
in
They're
tech.
this fucking big now.
They're not. They're small. You know, you can fit a nice little M2.
And I don't
Fucking
understand it because it's not like PlayStation. You can just pull the hard drive out and put a new one in.
yeah.
Or plug in an external, or the same thing with Xbox. It's not like they're selling specific hard drives for
No.
PlayStation or Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
I don't
but
understand it.
it's probably gonna happen soon. They're probably gonna license their own PlayStation fucking hard like externals and Xbox externals because that's the way it's going. I mean, with the size of these fucking games now.
Well, they
Uh,
tried. They tried with the first Xbox. They tried doing that.
no one bought it.
Yeah, no one bought it. Or I think
Yeah,
with the
like fuck you.
360. Oh, the 360 had the detachable hard
Yeah,
drive.
oh yeah,
And you can, yeah, but it was its own fucking thing. But you were also able to put in an external.
yeah.
But they didn't market that. They wanted you to buy the.
Of course, I want to buy yours, but it's just like and like, God, it's so infuriating. Because I've been like thinking about the same thing. Like, oh shit, I want to play Grand Theft Auto 5 again. Like, I want to download
Yeah,
that.
so that's the
And it's just
joy I
like I gotta
have.
delete. Like if I
Yeah,
get
you got to
that, I'm
delete
gonna have
some
to
shit.
delete everything off. And I have a terabyte. Like it's ridiculous. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's wild. It's first world problems, but it's also like it's like old school gamers like you and myself is just fucking. It's just frustrating.
Yeah. Just want to sit down and play for a little bit. I'm not trying to go pro. It's like, oh, just get a PC. You get
Yeah.
more of that. I'm not dropping like
Well, and I think
$1,000 on a PC.
maybe that's the
You know?
thing. I mean, maybe, and I think that's also a thing. Is like it's become such a serious thing now. Whereas like
Oh,
it's called gaming. It's supposed to be fun. you
well
know.
that stopped being fun. Like once you started having tournaments, and you can go pro. I think like Twitch. As much as I do like Twitch, I think Twitch kind of not fully, but it kind of ruined gaming. If you want to just go in and play casually,
Absolutely.
you're in there with a bunch of fucking sweats who are trying to go pro
Oh my
or
god,
like
I know.
stream it, and it's just like, bro, like I'm just like fucking stop.
Yeah.
Like with the skill based matchmaking, which I think is fair, but like I do pretty well sometimes, and I get put in these fucking lobbies,
Which
and
is
I'm just like
yeah, I know. Which is
insane. That's why I like playing with you because I'm like, all right, I get a normal lobby where I can do like,
I'm too
okay,
good. I'm too
yeah.
fucking good, bro.
What sucks is like when I play with you in a lobby, I do fucking very well, and then I get out and I'm in pro goddamn lobbies, and I can't get more than three
I know.
fucking kills.
Well,
I'm just getting murdered.
when we play with Javi, dude, I'm right there. I'm right underneath
Oh,
you.
dude.
I'm right
Yeah.
under. I destroy, and then it's like,
Yeah,
like
you and Javi, that's when I put up those insane numbers. Like I win 45-2. Like
yeah.
what happened? And then the next day I'll play, and that's the worst part too, because like I'll play with you guys all night, and just be killing, and then I'll play the next day by myself, but it just remembers my stats from last night.
Yeah.
So like my warm up match, I'm going against like pros,
Destroyed.
and I'm getting fucking quick scoped every time I goddamn like spawn, and it's just like, guys,
But
how many more matches do I have to go through this before you lower my goddamn skill?
But also,
Like, I'm tired of it.
Activision really needs to fucking crack down on these fucking bots and shit.
Oh, the
you know?
hack.
The
Oh, the
hacks,
hackers.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
they're
these mods. I mean, it's ridiculous. These
that's what
PC.
happens when you add PC, you know. So I'm like,
It's crazy.
I'm on team
It's
get
so
PC
crazy.
out. Yeah, because it's ridiculous. Like I'm running through Warzone and I get killed. I'm like, where the fuck that come from? And I'm looking at the guy who's just like
Fucking
snapping all over the place, just headshotting everybody. It's
yeah.
like, bro,
It's like, come on, dude.
yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it becomes unfun. You know, it's like it's not even fun anymore.
no.
And you know, I I don't rage over. Okay, maybe I do, but
Yeah,
but I'm because I'm trying so fucking hard, and
yeah,
it's like, but I'm also not gonna, you know, I'm not taking it that seriously. I'm just,
yeah,
I rage over fucking. I would rage over croquet if we were playing. You know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. And see, that's the thing. Like, I'm competitive, like not in a detrimental way. Like when I play Call of Duty, like I want to do well. So I usually do well, and I get put in these higher lobbies where I do pretty well, like top 3, you know. But then I'll like go off for 2 games, and then I'm in an impossible fucking like lobby. And I'm like, this is not fun. Now I got to play 5 matches of just getting quick scoped all game, you know. And then
yeah.
before I get dropped back down to normal.
But that
And
quick scope shit, like
I learned how to quick scope. It took a very long time. I'm pretty good at it
it was
now.
easier in those early games though too. It was like because I've been playing World War II now again
Yeah.
since it's just been in my console. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll play it. I've been fucking racking up numbers on
Yeah, because
on
nobody
World
plays
War
it
II.
anymore. You're playing a bunch of 5-year-olds.
Destroy it. I hate you, kid.
And they had their mics on. They're like, "Dad, help me!"
And I'm like, fuck you, go cry to your
Yeah.
mother. Ah! But I mean, I actually get kill streaks. Like I haven't got a kill streak on Warzone or on fucking on
Multiplayer.
yeah, multiplayer. Probably since we started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's rough.
because I mean that's the thing was I mean it's I guess you know I'm not as good as you are, but like. But I was good at World War II. So when I went to Modern Warfare, I was racking up numbers, and then I was getting kill streaks and shit. And then now it's like, God, I go into a lobby and it's just like
well, because you're also playing against like PC players. Like,
racked up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what it makes it way different.
crossover.
Yeah, that crossover shit. I mean, that was detrimental. I think.
Yeah, because they get a wider field of view, and they have the mouse, so you can move a lot
mouse,
faster.
dude. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The mouse is so much easier to aim. I don't care what anybody says.
You just got to click on their head.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you just you follow their stupid head around. It's like that's so simple.
Yeah.
But that's not even the same game.
Playing this Modern Warfare after not playing Call of Duty for years, everything how I've gotten good and everything I use is out of spite. Like I just start getting I'll get in a higher lobby and just start getting fucked up, and it's just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna use the RPG. Everyone gets mad when they get hit with the RPG, so fuck you guys. I'm gonna start hitting with the RPG, and then hearing those death comms, with them talking
fuck you,
shit.
pussy.
Yeah, and then get to play the game with like an RPG, and I'm just sitting there just laughing my ass off, where they're all mad trying to talk shit. So the RPG takes skill. What are you talking about? I just thought it crossed the map.
Man,
it got you with a headshot. Cross the map. It's a slow ass strong marksman rifle.
I just I was talking to the bartender Michaela, and she's a gamer, so I was showing her. I was like, check out these clips, right? I was trying to fucking flex. And then I remember, and then I went to this one. Dude, the best RPG kill I ever got was that one I showed you, where that guy's he's on an ATV, and he was the most wanted, and he had no idea I was. And he's just driving on. I went, just blew his ass. I was like, fuck yes.
Yeah, that and C4 kills in Warzone are the best.
Yeah.
You hear that car driving by, they don't know you're there. It's like C4.
Yeah.
But it's also the worst thing and the scariest thing in the world when you're driving without a trophy system and you just hear like, throw in C4. It's like, oh fuck.
Fuck.
And then boom, dead.
I know. I love that TikTok I sent you where he's like, I could be your hero, baby. Ah!
Oh yeah.
I'm like, me every fucking time. I'm always terrified.
God, that fucking game.
That game is it's so anxiety inducing too. Playing Warzone, it's just
especially if you play solos. Warzone solos.
I gave up. That's why I won't even play if no one else is gonna play with me.
Yeah, no, I also play like by myself. I've had some good games with some randoms. I made some new friends recently.
Yeah, I've done that before too. But I mean, like, I won't play solos. I'm
Oh
like,
no! I played solos like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, I can't do this. Like, we're playing Warzone. Like, why
fuck is the
the
point?
campers? The campers,
Well,
or
yeah,
like I'm
when you're
running through a
solo.
building. I'm running through a building. I'm like walking outside, and all of a sudden there's a guy like creeped in the corner who
Yeah,
shoots me, or like coming
yeah,
out of nowhere, and it's just like I have no one to like. Yeah, I need a team. Even if it's
yeah.
just duos where we ride
But
the helicopter around
it's
the
it's
gas.
also more fun playing. That's what I'm saying. Is like here's what I miss is being in. I've talked to you about this before. Is like being in the room with your buddies, like
Yeah,
playing a game. You know, like Garrett, Ricky, myself, and our other friend Mike used to. We played Halo 3 on the
yeah,
360, 4 block screen. Just
yeah.
huddled
Remember those
over
days?
just huddled over together
I'm looking at my
online.
screen.
No. We would play online,
Oh, all
but
4 of you?
all
Oh
four
my
of us.
god.
And yeah, but we would be in the room together to fuck people up,
Yeah.
So,
Uh, God.
um, yeah, but also that, yeah, screen fuck, yeah. Cool, look at my screen. Yeah,
Yeah.
how did we ever get through that without, it's like everyone's
We were tiny. We were tiny kids. We were
just
children.
you're like,
If you think about it, playing like split screen anything when you're a kid, on our parents like little ass TV, and
yeah,
like up there on the PlayStation, like
yeah,
yeah, like
of
how do we
course,
do
yeah,
that?
of course you're gonna get rocked. They know where you're at all the time.
Yeah.
I used to stare
Um.
at walls. I would just go in a corner and stare at a wall so they didn't know where I was.
Oh. You're like a kid playing hide and seek. He doesn't know. Just covers his eyes, standing in the middle of the room, like he can't see me. I'm hiding. My eyes are closed. I disappear.
But I miss that element of gaming too. Is being in a room with your buddies.
Yeah.
That when Nintendo 64 and it came out and they had that it was four controllers. That was a game
Yeah.
changer.
Yeah.
You play Mario Kart split screen.
Mario Kart, GoldenEye.
Oh, GoldenEye. That's mostly what I was thinking about. That I would hide
Yeah.
and fucking stare at a wall because
I look back. I saw some gameplay footage of like the N64 GoldenEye. It's like holy fuck! It looks terrible.
yeah, but
Like
I love it.
fucking awful.
Yeah.
But it was just like I remember when I was a kid. I'm like, it looks so real.
Well, yeah,
Like,
I know. What was your gun of choice on GoldenEye?
I don't remember at all. I didn't have an N64. I always played with my friends. I
Ah,
do not remember the
yeah,
guns.
we had one.
Wait, the PP7?
But that was the
That
standard.
was me. Yeah, that was the only gun I can remember.
We had the Klube.
Yeah.
That was like but you could get dual. You could dual Klubes. They were automatic hand pistols.
Oh shit.
Those were the best.
Yeah.
Or the
That's
the AK. The AK was my guy.
No.
But they had a
Oh,
sniper
really?
rifle for no reason. It's like, why would you even? You can't even scope on that.
Yeah, there's no place to hide.
You can't fucking
Shoot with a
hide.
sniper rifle. Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing with that rifle? Get out of here.
Yeah, no.
Those are the
You don't
guys that
get
would
to use
karate
that.
chop to death.
Oh, that you would what?
They had karate chops,
Oh, yeah. I remember we used to do that all the time. We would play just like karate chops.
slappers,
Just run around. Yeah.
slappers only.
just-
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the game. Oh, and one of the developers finally for that game finally came out and said that Odd Job,
Odd Job?
yeah, had
Yeah.
had an advantage. Yeah,
Yeah, because he was short.
he was
Can't aim
short,
down.
and if you if you crouched,
Yeah.
you could still move, and he was impossible to hit.
Yeah.
If you got that close to you, you couldn't hit him.
Just karate chop you
Yeah.
in the nuts.
But at the same time,
Yeah, we used to
Jaws.
have a rule.
Jaws was also another one. I think it was like that. He had more damage than anybody else.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
just knew when we played, like, nobody could play Odd Job.
Oh yeah, I know because he's an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they would Gumby move around the map
Yeah.
because they'd be on their knees and just be Gumbying.
It'd be that, or it'd be like a race to the golden gun.
Oh, the golden gun!
Yeah.
God
and it's
damn
just,
it,
like,
golden
fucking hate it.
gun! Yeah.
Old raging.
The golden gun, the draw 4, and the spiked turtle shell. Those are friend enders. Those are friend enders.
Yeah. I think I sent you that video of that one Mario Kart where girls like in first place, like Peach is in first place driving, get hit with a blue shell. and then comes out, starts driving, gets hit with a red shell, gets knocked off of the fucking thing, gets brought back, gets hit by Donkey Kong, falls off again, comes back, gets hit with another shell, then get ran over by the bullet.
That'd be me.
Yeah, look right at the finish line.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, controllers.
Dude, I just saw this one.
Friendships would have ended.
I just saw this one. I sent to my brother because he's been playing. He's been playing. I guess they got a Switch. They've been playing Mario Kart with Mila, and so he was talking to me about it, and I sent him this video. And dude, Donkey Kong at the finish line gets nailed, and while he's in the air,
goes right under.
Right under and finishes.
So you got to hold on to them. Like once you start getting the first place, you got to hold on to them green shells.
Oh man,
like, no.
And then Matt, we were playing Kart 64, and that Rainbow Road shortcut.
Yeah, he got it twice.
He did it fucking 3 times. It was like, I was like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, there's no point in playing after that. Like I'm not gonna catch up.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But yeah, he's somehow he's a fucking. He's an OCD pothead, so he just fucking figured it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. What else we got? You want to talk about WandaVision or?
We can talk about WandaVision. I want you to eat your words though about WandaVision.
Oh, absolutely. I stand corrected, sir. Look, I said I didn't like that first episode, and I'm sure it's going to pick up.
The first 2 episodes.
I didn't like the second one very much either, but at least the second one started to get me somewhere, you know?
They went somewhere in the first one.
Barely.
Yeah, it's, you build to it. It's subtle.
I know that. Don't you talk to me like I don't know how to fucking, like I don't know what story development is and shit.
You don't just throw it in there dry. You got to do some foreplay. Get it warmed up. That's what they did. They got us a little warmed up first.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And that's what I said. I was like, I'm still gonna watch it because I know what's going on. My point was, if I was a watcher, just going into this show, I'd be like, what the fuck? This sucks.
That's something a fake fan would say.
What are you talking about? You're an asshole. However, but even my roommates still even knew what was going on, like they were, and here's what's funny too, is living here is, Vince and his girlfriend, they'll be watching The Mandalorian, and they'll be like, so, we have a question. They're like, when is this happening in Star Wars or whatever? And then I have to explain to them, and they go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, ask Ryan. He knows. He's a Star Wars nerd.
Yeah, he knows all that stuff, right?
Yeah, and so but they'll watch WandaVision and then talk to me about it too, but also ask these questions, and I'll have to explain to them these little things,
See, that's what I really like about them doing the week to week with those, because it gives time for some discourse on the show and to take in what you just watched.
And it's so complex. Like I stand corrected. Okay, it's just such a complex show. It's just there's every little tiny thing is something,
Yeah. That's why it's just like. It's come to a detriment. It's like I know too much about Marvel and where they could be going, and characters they could be alluding to, and things I've seen before in the comics, that it's just my brain is going everywhere, and it's just just watch the show.
You think it's Mephisto?
Do I think what?
Mephisto?
Yeah, I mean Agatha Harkness worked with Mephisto,
right? So, I mean, and the kids are his souls or some shit like that.
Yeah, pieces of him, it's weird, convoluted comic stuff, but and so that's how the whole House of M thing, where they're like, oh shit, though you didn't really have kids, what do you mean I didn't have kids? I'm gonna make a world where I had and it's all crazy. And so it's just and knowing what the movies to come, and then with the whole Spider-Man thing where Toby and Andrew Garfield rumored to be in it, and it's just all right, so we're doing a multiverse thing, and then so it just, and then Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness, and it's just all right, so they're setting these things up, and so but
at least they're starting, because I mean it's been a wild ride, because it's we've been thinking it's Jesus. It's Scarlet Witch she might be the villain, right?
Yeah.
The upcoming villain, but now we're starting to realize other people are really actually,
Yeah.
which has been theorized, but I didn't really think that until obviously it was revealed till the big reveal,
Yeah, when they brought in Sword and they were like watching her on the TV and trying to figure it out. I'm like, oh shit, she's controlling this. And but like what really has me excited is like after Endgame, I was just like, where the fuck do they go from here? With Marvel.
Yeah.
Where do they go? Like Black Widow, I'm like, I could really care less. I already saw her die. That should have been a Phase 1 movie, but like whatever, I'd watch it, but I wasn't excited for it. But like WandaVision has got me pumped for this new journey that we're going on with the MCU.
Yes.
And I didn't think it hit me this hard with the first thing of Phase 4,
Yeah. One second, I gotta piss really bad. I'm gonna run out real quick.
Yeah. I'm gonna pause it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it, because we talked about it in depth in Humcast. But
yeah,
actually, another thing I wanted to, before we get going is that Mortal Kombat trailer. Fuck, I got chills on that motherfucker, man.
Feel like. Oh, go ahead.
Nothing. I'm like, here, the Mortal Kombat movie from what is it, 95 or some 97 or some shit.
Yeah.
Is to this day, in my opinion, the most accurate video game movie.
You're out of your mind.
What's the argument?
Silent Hill.
Okay. Oh fuck! I didn't think about that one. I didn't think about.
Oh, that's why I'm your fucking co-host. You didn't think about shit. I do.
I didn't know. That's yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Street Fighter.
No. No. You know what's funny about Street Fighter? I don't know if you knew this. That
Van Damme won't do any other video game movies because of that movie.
Well, yeah, but he was also supposed to do Mortal Kombat, and he passed on it.
Oh yeah,
and then he saw the success for it, so he signed on to Street Fighter, thinking, "Oh, these video game movies are gonna be something fucking else, right?" And then,
Yo, did you ever play the Street Fighter the movie video game?
I've seen it. I've never played it. No.
So it's Street Fighter, but with like.
Yeah.
Like Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile and like all the movie characters.
And why would they put him as Guile? Like the all-American fucking when he was like in the air. When I see Bison, I'm going to kick his ass. He can't even speak English.
He's from Louisiana.
He can't even speak English, and he's an all-American.
Yeah. Hey, he's a superstar. They don't care.
Silent Hill, dude. Oh, fuck, man. Okay. Silent Hill I saw in movie theaters. You know, that part where that bitch gets her skin ripped off by her titties fucked me up for a long time.
Yeah, that is, I think, the best video game adaptation.
You think so?
Had.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Think about everything else we've had, like Assassin's Creed. Who remembers that? I don't think anybody even fucking
No one saw it.
We're getting Uncharted with Tom Holland. That could change.
How about Prince of Persia with Jake Gyllenhaal? Everyone wants to forget that one.
Yeah, you just talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme being the all-American Guile. Why is white ass Jake Gyllenhaal?
Why they've been doing this shit for years?
Brown man from Persia. Yeah. That's Iran, bro. That's Iraq.
Hey, why is Jesus white? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. He's like, oh no, he has a tan. It's like, no, ma'am, that is dirt. That is a white man with dirt on him. You're not fooling anybody.
Okay, all right. You proved me wrong with fucking Silent Hill. All right, but
yeah.
But
Mortal Kombat was good.
Point being, but Mortal Kombat, that first Mortal Kombat, if they had done what I think they're doing with this one, which is basically making it a martial arts movie.
Yeah.
It would have been a much better film, and it would have stood the test of time, I think.
Probably. Here's my worry, because that trailer, the trailer for Mortal Kombat looked
fucking
amazing.
Fire, man.
You know, but one thing happened where I'm like, oh, this could be a big pile of shit. Was Scorpions Get Over Here?
Why though? Why did that bother you so much?
it just sounded terrible.
But he's not the guy.
I know he's not the guy, but that "get over here" sounded terrible. So my thought process is, you're making this movie. It looks good. All trailers look good. Have you ever seen a movie trailer for a movie that looks terrible? Well, yeah, but they usually all look good, you know. But if you're not the attention to detail, but like if that's a big thing everybody knows from Mortal Kombat is Scorpion's "get over here," you know, and you put that in the trailer.
Sure.
And it doesn't even sound great in the trailer, but that's the one thing even casual.
Hold on, no, but
never played it.
You're bugging out about it. I'm gonna look it up right now. You keep talking your shit.
Yeah, so I'm not talking shit. So I'm like, if you messed up on that, which could just be one little thing they looked over, they just used the actor's voice and then do a VO.
But also, you forget. You forget that the original "get over here" was also used in the original movie.
Yeah, do it again.
Okay, all right. I mean,
or get a different voice actor to do it. It just sounded.
Okay, maybe they'll change it. Maybe. Look, we changed Sonic the Hedgehog, right?
It sounded like a bad dub.
Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog was also another argument on Humcast. That was
good adaptation.
A top 3, yeah.
Well, I haven't watched it.
So I haven't either, but it looked great. Garrett said it was awesome.
Yeah.
But I also don't trust him.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just go to the end of the trailer where he says, "Get over here."
Well, he's fucking Japanese or some shit. What are you?
Are you saying Japanese can't talk right? Ryan, is that what you're saying? It sounds pretty racist to me. Japanese people know how to talk.
I'm just saying, if they're cooking my sushi.
Yeah, they don't cook sushi, stupid.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Fuck that up. God damn it.
But I can't even think of an actor to do that voice.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna bring it up to the end here. Okay. All right. Can you hear it?
Over here. Yeah.
Here it is. Oh, wait. He didn't even... Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay. I swear to God, they took it from 1930s Godzilla. And it's just like, yo,
he does sound like a guy who doesn't speak English.
Yeah, which is fine, but it's just like, yo, do you want to do that again? You want to do another one? If you're in the booth with that,
yeah, I get you. I get you. I feel.
Especially because, with that being the one.
But would that take you out of the movie, though? Would that take you out of the movie?
No, it won't take me out of the movie. What I'm saying is that they skimped on the most iconic thing that casuals and everybody knows. Scorpions, get over here. You cut rate that. You didn't do that to par. What else did you not do to par? If you overlooked one of the most iconic sayings from your video game that everybody knows, get over here.
I mean,
and for it to sound that bad, it's just like, oh.
Okay.
I could be fucking wrong, and I'll eat my word. I'm gonna go see the movie opening weekend. I want to see it in theaters.
I'm gonna say, in a realistic.
But it was just everything was great, and then when I heard that, I was like, oh, this might be a piece of shit. That was it.
Are you trying to tell me you hate immigrants because they can't speak English? Is that what you're?
No, I'm just saying.
You're just saying, get an American to say the right words the right way.
No,
that's what you're saying?
I'm saying be a better director and tell your actor to do it again until he gets it right.
What if he doesn't speak English?
A lot of people don't speak English could do it right. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's the accent that made it bad. I'm just saying the inflection, the bassiness of the voice, that's what made it bad.
Yeah, but it's all
you could have an accent, get it right.
I think it really
it should be an Asian guy playing it. But I'm saying, and he could have an accent. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just saying that was a bad take.
I think it really hung up on something that doesn't matter.
I'm not hung up on it. All I'm saying is that watching that trailer, I'm like, oh shit, this is dope, this is dope, this is dope. This movie's gonna be badass. And then I'm like, oh, it could be a piece of shit. That was just one tell.
On that?
Like, oh,
Just on that?
Yeah, it's not taken away for the hype of the movie. It still looks good. But I'm saying, like, oh, this could be bad. You know?
No.
Yeah, it was just that one thing where it's just like, oh, this could be bad. This could be bad. But I watched the trailer like 10 times and I was still into it.
But you were still mad at the Chinese guy fucking saying the wrong words.
I got mad too in the beginning when Sub-Zero tore off Jax's arms, which is supposed to happen anyway. He's supposed to lose his arms. I was like, fuck, man, like, why'd you do my boy Jax like that? Huh? he fucked him up. I'm like, why'd you have to do Jax like that? That's bullshit. I'm like, it's part of it, you know?
Yeah.
He's got to lose his arms.
How about his arms looking like T-1000 arms?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you would have to because you don't want him to look like the Winter Soldier arms. You know, since you already have that.
I don't know. I'm full on in, and we have this character that doesn't.
Oh, I'm in too. I'm in, but I'm just saying, like, all it was just like, oh, this could be bad. It could be bad.
Right.
It's going.
I don't understand why that made you think the movie might be bad.
One thing that everybody knows that you want to hit perfect to get people in your fan service moment, you know.
Okay.
You get people in,
okay.
And you get that bad. It goes bad, and you don't do it right.
But
then it's just like, oh shit, other things. It'd be like, think about the Mandalorian when they brought back Luke, and instead of doing the CGI, there was just some like fucking young kid they found on the street to put it there to look.
Oh, you mean like they did with Han Solo that didn't actually fucking end up being really cool.
I did like Han Solo though.
You like Solo? I didn't like it that much.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a piece of shit, and it was on Netflix. I'm like, I'll watch it. I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
It was all right.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. All right.
I never liked Donald Glover, so.
Well, he was a great Lando. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds to me like you're really hung up on that, and
think about you go to a restaurant and they're like a pizzeria, but their pepperoni pizza tastes like shit. How do you fuck up pepperoni pizza? It's like, oh, but they got great calzones and their lasagna's great, but it's a pizza shop. It says the Pizza Man, and they have terrible pizza.
Okay, but what if the
calzones are going to be good?
But what if they're trying to transition into a calzone place?
They're not trying to transition into a calzone place. Like, world's best pizza for the last, 75 years. My auntie from Sicily moved here in the Americas in 1915 and opened this pizza shop. It's been in the family for years. And they have pizzas, and their pizzas taste like shit. It's like no, don't
order our pizza. Our calzones are great.
You're focusing too much on the pizza. They have great gelato. I'm like, but it's a pizza shop. It should have a good pepperoni. It's like, but the pepperoni tastes like shit.
I mean, I guess.
I guess, the lasagna probably tastes good, but if you're a pizza shop, you would think you get the pizza right. You know?
I guess, man. I don't know. I'm like, that doesn't bother me that much. It doesn't bother me as much as like Bane's voice bothered me in the dark.
So it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I guess, but okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying now. Now that I brought Bane's fucked up ass voice into it.
Yeah.
That fucked up.
I do plan it. It should have been a fucking There's big Mexicans.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get some weights on steroids.
My Tío Tito. He'd be fucking great. No. No.
There has to be a Mexican Debo. You know, that you could have threw in there and
I
love Tom Hardy. I love Tom Hardy, but fucking, he wears a luchador mask.
He's
Bane
a luchador.
is Mexican.
Yeah,
he's
I know.
Mexican. He's a smart ass buff Mexican dude.
And he made him sound like he made him a slow Sean Connery. Is what he did.
Yeah, made him a slow white dude who's playing second fiddle to Talia.
Yeah,
yeah.
He wore a face mask instead of a helmet.
Yeah, because he had to let people know he was white. You know. Because I mean, if he wasn't, the movie would have ended a lot quicker than that. You know. I would have much rather had a fucking guy with a thick ass Diego Luna accent.
Absolutely.
Playing Bane than Tom Hardy in that muffled mask.
I mean, the dude that does the guy that fucking I always fuck up his last name, but the dude from
the Rocco, the guy from
Oh yeah, Carlos Alazraki.
Yeah, he does Bane. He does
Oh
Luchador Bane and all the
yeah,
animated movies.
good. You should have him do the voiceover for Tom Hardy.
Totally.
He's muffled, you know.
I don't know. It took me out of that movie completely. So that's why I'm saying I think I see what you mean. just
Yeah.
just because it could fuck me up too. I'd be like, God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah. Think about. I don't remember the Dark Knight Rises trailer. I don't know if Bane spoke in it. Imagine like watching that trailer and it's like, oh fuck, it's Bane, and rah, rah, rah.
Yeah,
You're like,
but
this could be bad.
But they made it sound like he said it out of the mask, which actually is a much better thing for me. Because every time Bane spoke in that movie, it was this fucking loud. And it fucking bothered me.
Well, they had to turn it up because they had like screening problems. People weren't.
Well, he had to do a lot of VO over it. But like,
Yeah.
But why not make it sound like he's still behind the mask? It always sounded like.
Because then you would have to, because these aren't microphones, you know, on his face. You know, there was those like whatever the fuck they were.
Well, sure.
So
whatever. That took me out of the movie. It took me out of the movie that he was the loudest fucking guy in every goddamn scene when he's got a thing over his mouth.
So you agree that sometimes the sound in a movie could take you out of it.
Sure.
As if a guy screaming, "Get over here!"
You got me around. Okay,
Yeah.
come around.
So, and it wasn't like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna hate this." I'm like, "Oh, this may be bad." You guys didn't get that right.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Even like Kano.
He's still Australian.
Yeah. So I didn't have a problem with him, but I'm like, yeah, your face should be fucked up. Like, all right,
I liked it. I thought it was fucking. Anyway, but having what I like about the element that they're bringing into it is this character that doesn't seem to actually be in any of the games. So we have this like outsider looking in, type of.
Oh yeah,
element.
no, I don't even remember the character's name. Someone brought him up. They're like, "Oh, it's probably this guy," and they're like, "Oh shit, they do kind of look similar," but I forgot the character's name.
No, but he's not. They've created this character for the movie.
That's bullshit. Why not? Where's Johnny Cage?
That's what everybody's been saying, but who cares?
I care about Johnny Cage.
Why? Wait, because you want to see somebody do splits and punch somebody sucker punch somebody in the balls? That's fucked up.
Yes, it's funny. A movie star does the splits and punches someone in the dick, and then throws green balls at his face.
I guess, but it just seems like they're trying to build a universe for us to have sequels and you know what I mean, and continue to go, which is what I'm totally for. I think it's
totally
fantastic.
For too, but like Johnny Cage was an original character, so you could
sure,
still
but they can bring him in later,
build.
and also, I mean, Cassie Cage and Jax's daughter are later on in the series too. So,
yeah. Did you ever watch the Mortal Kombat show they had with Michael Jai White? It was like an internet show. They had.
The kind of like the true crime one, right? Where they had like Reptile had he was like a fucking cannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did watch that. It was great.
Yeah, it's dope. Well, but it looks good. It looks good. So gotta hope for the best. Hopefully they do some VO work on Scorpion by the time the movie comes out, and so that'll all be fixed.
And Scorpion's always been my guy. Who was your guy? Who was your guy on?
Liu Kang and Johnny Cage.
Oh, okay.
That's why I want Johnny Cage in. That's my guy.
No, Scorpion. Once I figured out those combos on Deadly Alliance, it's over. It's over. I'll still fuck anybody up with Scorpion on any fucking game.
Let's see. I don't have it.
I got Mortal Kombat 10, bro. Come over. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, we can do that. Oh no, you're gonna be out here this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, Saturday for sure. I'm not sure about Sunday though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah. All right, we'll wrap this.
Oh, okay. What? Yeah, we'll go wrap up. We'll talk about something after.
Yeah. We'll wrap this up and then we'll talk. But thank you guys for listening. Make sure you go to patreon.com/hitthemics. We have t-shirts available now, $25. $25, we'll ship them, we'll deliver them depending on where you're at. If you're in our area, our printing guy, DLT Graphics, he will drop them off to you. That's the deal. so far. So make sure you subscribe and write a review or something. I don't know. Email me.
Talk to us, please. Somebody. Anybody.
Please say hi to me.
Please say hi to me.
Good night. Thank you.